Everything all right? That's nice.
Work.
Hey Avakins. Welcome to today's YouTube live stream. I'm Lockwood Adam. With me today we have Lockwood Jesse.
Hello.
Lockwood Abby.
Hiya.
And we have our special guest, Joel Piju.
Hello.
We'll be here for a while to talk about Joel and his artwork and his live stream. We may even have time to take some questions from you guys. So yeah,
it's pretty exciting stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll just kick off with, can you introduce yourself and what you do?
Yeah, I'm Joel Piju, a freelance illustrator and concept artist based in Leicester. I sometimes stream on Twitch, painting artwork, and yeah, just do a lot of painting.
And yeah, we've got some of your artwork featured in Avakin
it's been really
moment, which if you haven't had the chance to check it out yet, you should definitely go and have a look because it's all pretty amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah, so how did you become a concept artist for anybody that's interested in doing it themselves?
Well, I've always liked drawing and painting, so when I found out that you can do it professionally,
Yay!
I was like, whoa, this is amazing. I'm going to just do this.
I want to do that.
So I just drew a lot, painted a lot, and yeah, went to university for game art. That taught me a lot about what I needed to do to become more of a professional level, and yeah, here we are, a few years later.
Doing it as a job.
Excellent. Yeah, we have quite a lot of very talented artists in our community actually. They generally tend to take a lot of screenshots in game and then work them up in a program like GIMP or Photoshop or something afterwards.
Yeah, this kind of follows on to something that I was really curious about, which was what advice would you have for me in editing Avakin Live pictures?
Well, you can get Photoshop or one of the free programs like you mentioned, like Krita, GIMP, are really good options for editing images or doing some like photo manipulation or painting if you want to make it all fancy. Yeah, you can go on that. If you have any specific questions you'd like to ask me about Photoshop in particular, you can drop by my stream, which you can find at twitch.tv/Vorsp. Otherwise, yeah, there's tons of resources on YouTube to get you started.
Yeah.
Make those screenshots really awesome.
So, your Twitch streaming, how often do you do that?
Yep, I stream every Monday to Thursday at around 7 PM GMT. So if you want to drop by my stream, ask some questions, hang out,
Oh my God,
more
that's
than
great.
welcome to. Stream for about an hour or two, just chilling, painting.
So you're actually painting on the live stream. A lot of people won't have seen that kind of thing before because they usually associate Twitch with gaming.
Yeah, there's a whole creative section. It's really cool.
Oh wow, that sounds really cool. You can find the link to Joel's Twitch just at the top of the stream there in the middle, twitch.tv/Vorsp.
So definitely go and check that out if you're interested in learning
give me
more.
a follow. I often give feedback on people, there's a lot of artists just starting out in the community, and sometimes they want feedback, and I'm happy to give it, give advice on what to do if you're just starting out on painting or
so for
like
just kicking off and getting started, what would you give as the best piece of advice, just off the bat?
Just start drawing. Grab a pen, paper, just start drawing. If you're just starting out, you don't need to get into digital straight away, but yeah,
So just do it.
Just do it. Find something that interests you and draw it. Try and express yourself that way. Once you start having fun, that's the main thing. You can look on YouTube or look up some tutorial books. There's so much online now compared to when I started about how to get started drawing. Drop by my stream, ask me questions. Yeah, it's
really
a great
good
time.
Instagram accounts and stuff as well that sometimes post short videos and stuff.
Yeah, there's so many,
a lot out there now.
so much out there. It's really great if you want to learn.
So when you're starting a piece, what inspires your drawings? I mean, you've got a very particular art style, which is, beautiful. That it's obviously very stylized and stuff. So what kind of inspires you, and where do you get your ideas from?
I go for a really painterly style these days, but paintings, other artists inspire me. Just seeing these amazing paintings out there other people are doing just inspires me. Playing games, movies, play Dungeons and Dragons as well. That gives me a lot of inspiration. yeah, just...
We have just had somebody pop up in the chat asking who is your inspiration. Have you got any particular artists that...
Craig Mullins was my initial inspiration back in 2004 because he did the initial concept art for Halo, Halo 1, and that was about when I was starting to get into digital art. Finding out, I was just online, I was like, holy, this looks amazing. This looks like it was painted. I didn't know you could actually do actual paintings on the computer like this. So it was really cool kind of coming into that world through the paintings I saw that he was doing. Sparf is another one. There's lots of sci-fi art, and that really kicks me off in the sci-fi kind of genre of painting spaceships and stuff and space scenes. But these days I've been painting a lot of fantasy stuff. So yeah, it's been really cool.
I was going to ask this, do you prefer painting fantasy stuff or sci-fi stuff?
At the moment, fantasy. I've been playing a ton of fantasy, mostly because the last year or two I've been playing a bunch of D&D and it's just been a lot of fantasy. It's great.
Well, yeah, speaking of D&D, so for those who don't know, D&D is Dungeons & Dragons, and there's a group of us here at Lockwood that play every Thursday. So Lockwood Louise is our dungeon master, and Lockwood Tally, who you've seen replying in the chat, she also plays. You've got Lockwood Jessie, you've got myself, Lockwood Abby, and you've got Lockwood Maria as well, who plays. And I mean, I'm still absolutely just in awe of this, but Joel decided to draw our characters. So that's...
guest starred in your game like a few
yes,
months back.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, I mean, if you want to talk a little bit about the piece, and we've just shown it to everybody now.
I've been trying to get into painting more characters recently. It's really fun. I learned so much painting this. It was really great, like painting all of your characters because it's so unique. Each one was a different type of challenge.
Yeah.
Like your character is like the Hixie half-human pixie.
Super tiny.
Super tiny, has this kind of iridescent skin.
Yeah, I was blown away by how you managed to capture the iridescent skin thing. So just sort of, I made it as like a sort of passing comment, and then afterwards I was like, oh, actually that's going to be really hard to draw.
It was challenging at first because I was like, how do I actually do this? Like get its look right with like the quite light dress and like a kind of purple fire hair. But it came together. So I'm really happy with how it turned out.
And obviously you've got Meepo.
Meepo the kobold.
Yeah, the sort of slightly dragon-looking character.
In the front, yeah.
Yeah, you guest starred as him in our campaign for a bit.
Yeah,
it's great having. To be fair, you're gonna have to come back again at some point. It was great having you. It was absolutely great having you with us for a bit. But yeah, I mean, 3 guesses who can get which character's Lockwood Jessie. I think it's pretty obvious.
The most badass one, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you're working and stuff, because obviously you're kind of your own boss, I guess, with this sort of thing. What's an average day like for you?
Well, when I'm working on a project, I try and get as much done early on, because a lot of times you'll run into a problem that you need some time to figure out, or you need to step away from the painting. So if you have more time in the day to do that, the better. So I normally do a lot of painting in the morning, and then a bit in the afternoon if I can, and then I'll do a big chunk in the evening as well. So I'm a bit of a night owl in that regard.
See, I was going to ask you about this, because I mean, within our team and community, we're very split as to whether we're early birds or night owls.
Okay.
So do you fall into the night owl category?
Yes, definitely, 100%.
I'm so alone. I'm so alone being an early bird. I'm an early bird.
Yeah.
I get up at like 6 o'clock naturally on
just
a Saturday.
Naturally, just automatic, no alarm.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a sort of a lot of artists that I know.
I don't know.
It's serene at night.
Yeah.
You've not got much to contend with other than you can get more focus as well.
You do, like everything just falls away. All your other problems just fall away. You can just concentrate on your painting, which I really like.
Is there any like particular music that you like to listen to when you're drawing?
Instrumental stuff mostly. Like I do listen to music. I know a lot of artists, they get to a point where they stop listening to music when they're painting because they need to really concentrate and be kind of conscious of what they're doing. But I like instrumental music that doesn't get in the way of painting, because if you have a lot of lyrics, they can take you out of the zone sometimes. I use that the music to kind of just stay in that kind of painting zone where you're just really concentrated, focused, and yeah, stuff's happening.
That's some good advice though, really. Like, just don't listen to anything with lyrics then if you're trying to like focus down.
It's different for everyone, but yeah, there's probably artists out there that love just like rock and roll and stuff and metal, but yeah, just personal preference. But yeah, it helps me. Anything that gets you in the zone, if
would
that's
you say
music or no music.
That the music you listen to whilst your drawing's different to what you listen to in general?
Sometimes, yeah, I listen to a bit of everything. But when I'm painting, definitely more instrumental, kind of electronic stuff.
Do you find that your work's relaxing? We just had somebody pop up in the chat asking about that.
Relaxing, yes, sometimes. When I'm on stream painting, I tend to go for more relaxing paintings. I'll paint a lot of like landscapes, clouds, stuff like that. Painting can be stressful though if you're doing it professionally, because you've got deadlines. Sometimes you have to work on things that might not be inspiring to you, like maybe there's a background or something that you're finding challenging, or it's not what you want to be painting right now. But most of the time, it is relaxing. Yeah, it's rewarding too. It's really satisfying to do.
So, I guess we've kind of half answered this, but we did have somebody ask earlier if you do any commissions.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do a lot of commissions. If you'd like a commission, just get in contact.
You could have your own.
You could have your own super cool character art. If you want to draw your Avakin.
Yeah, you could have like stylized Avakin. That'd be really cool.
But I normally don't do stuff for like requests and stuff. So, but if you do want to get in contact, you can contact me at pigu.artwork@gmail.com.
There we go.
Like a commission.
And of all the artwork that you've already got out, where can we buy it?
I do have a Redbubble store, which I think is linked on the Avakin
Yeah.
I'm
Instagram.
going to put it in the chat as well.
There we go.
We'll pop the links in the chat. That's no problem.
So all the art that's in Avakin right now, you can get as a print on the Redbubble store. If you like something in particular, yeah, it would be awesome if you bought a print.
I mean, who wouldn't want it on their wall? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Like
I've heard the prints come out pretty well as well, like nice.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Redbubble are really good.
We could have a look at some of the artwork now.
Yeah,
we've got one up there. I believe this is called Arbor. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes.
So how did this one come about? Is this
My friend was talking to me about some. I think it was a plane in D&D called Arborium, and this is meant to be a really relaxing kind of area of nature that you can go to.
Okay.
And I tried to capture that in this painting, just with the kind of golden hour, like sunset, with the kind of light coming through the trees and the kind of little magical pool in the front.
Excellent. I think some of them that don't actually have characters in and things like that, I prefer myself. That's my kind of style. Everyone's got their own sort of favourites and tastes and stuff. But yeah, you also do quite a lot of character stuff, and you mentioned that you're doing a lot of fantasy at the moment. I believe the next one, this one, here we go. Stuff with dragons. Jess loves dragons.
I love a dragon, I do.
Yeah, loves a dragon.
I love painting dragons.
Yeah,
like,
they love
dragons
I
are
may
really
have to
fun.
do a commission.
If you want me to paint your dragon,
Oh, you should like have you as
I'd
a
love
dragon.
to paint a dragon.
As a dragon.
Yeah, like a
Dragon
Lockwood
Jess.
Jesse inspired dragon.
Or we could have the Lockwood team all riding dragons, apart from you're riding a pig in a spacesuit.
Pig in a spacesuit. Would you
feel like
actually
I'm-
draw a pig in a spacesuit?
Yeah, of course, you know.
Yes.
That sounds absolutely reasonable. It's something I could definitely draw.
That needs to happen.
Jennifer Horbeck just said she loves dragons too.
Oh, great.
Dragons
Oh.
are amazing.
Dragons are great.
Yeah, so this is a frost dragon, right?
Yeah, this is like an icy dragons.
Have you ever read The Ice Dragon by George R.R. Martin? 'Cause it reminds me of that.
I think I actually might have painted that around the time of that
Oh, really?
that Game of Thrones episode. Maybe it was kind of partially inspired.
Cool. Let's have a look at a couple more, and then we'll take some more questions. Okay, so I'm just doing these in the order that they're in here. This is totally random, but
Cool.
Pilgrimage. This one. Now, this is probably my favourite that I've seen of yours. I love this. I love the perspective. It's so cool.
It's like very grand.
I wanted to paint something really kind of epic looking, especially with the kind of super epic clouds and sky in the background. Yeah, filtering that light. It's I wanted to paint a fantasy city, something that looked really super big in scale. So I've got the little village in the front, just to kind of give you an idea of how big this kind of fantasy city back is.
I would happily live there.
Yeah.
A nice view.
I'd happily live in the little village, to be honest with you. It looks quite sweet there.
I imagine there's a nice tavern there that you can hang out.
Yeah.
Hang out in. Wi-Fi reception is probably a bit spotty.
That's okay. Okay. As long as I've got my pig in a spacesuit, I'd be fine.
Jessie,
Alison agrees with me. She wants to live there as well.
Yeah. Jessie and me used to play a game called World of Warcraft, and that looks very similar to a place called Dalaran.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's bringing back some good memories. That actually.
Vehicle zone.
Excellent. What else we've got? We've got a really nice one of a horse here.
I painted this one on stream, and the amount of horse puns that were coming up in chat was just ridiculous.
Jess, what's your favourite horse pun?
I don't really have a horse pun, but Adam loves a prop horse.
I do love a prop horse. Yeah. I once had a room in Avakin that was completely full of prop horses and nothing else. It was almost like a labyrinth made out of them. But yeah, you can do it yourself if you want, guys. Why don't you feel free to tag me at Lockwood Adam on Instagram in pictures of your prop horse labyrinths. There we go.
It's like prop horse challenge.
Yeah.
Prop horse challenge. Like that.
That's excellent. Oh, that's a
Completely
good one.
random, but like, did you name the horse?
Rain and it comes. I didn't name the horse. This is a horse that I saw.
Right, I've got a really cool idea. In the chat, if you guys want to name the horse, and we'll pick the best name, and you'll get 2,000 Avacoins.
There we go. That's a good one. But only one winner.
Only one winner, yeah.
2,000 Avacoins. What?
I know. So just get typing in what we should call this horse, and then Jessie's going to pick a winner.
Yep.
This is great.
Louis said this is the main attraction.
Oh!
She's had a few puns already.
We've got a first name through Lightning.
Lightning's good. I like lightning.
Lightning's good.
Oh, Louise, you're on fire today.
This is excellent. Do you ever do your commissions on the stream?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Cool. That's really good.
It depends if the commissioner wants me to do it on stream or not.
Yeah.
But I happily do that sometimes.
Wait, what kind of commission work is it? I don't want to go too much into it because you can't mention your clients or anything like that. Is it like?
It depends. Sometimes it's like more of a company, contact me for freelance work, concept art. Normally that stuff I won't do on stream because it's. Yeah, you got the NDA. They're working on projects that they haven't shown anyone yet.
Oh yeah, it's in concept form, isn't it?
So,
yeah. Okay.
So that side of it I do off stream, but if it's more personal commissions, yeah, I'll happily do that on stream because it's normally just someone saying, "Hey, draw my character."
I bet that's quite good for the client as well because they get to see the progress. And
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. That's really
So,
good.
have we got a winner?
Have we got a winner?
We do have a winner.
Do you want to announce the winner, Jessie?
Someone came up with the name Chocolate.
Okay, chocolate. Yeah, that's a good winner.
Fantastic. So,
Fantastic.
which person?
Angvon Tees.
Brilliant.
If you can email contest@avakin.com with your username and your name on here, we'll get those.
We'll get it sent over to you. So congratulations, you've won 2,000 Avacoins, and the horse now has a name.
Chocolate.
The horse is amazing. Right. Okay. Should we take some more questions?
Yeah.
Anyone got a question?
So this is a famous Lockwood Adam question that has been slightly changed for you. Because normally when we ask this question, it's to other members of staff, and it's to do with which other member of staff you'd get stuck on a desert island with.
Yes.
However, in your case,
you're
stuck on a desert island. Which one celebrity do you choose to be stranded with?
Celebrity, huh?
And why?
Yes, and why?
And why? My initial thought was Jeff Goldblum. Just
Yes!
so strange.
I love Jeff
But maybe he's too strange.
It's so weird that
It's quite
everyone
ethereal.
loves Jeff Goldblum so much here.
It's amazing. Oh, that's glorious. Absolutely.
And why? Just because it would be an
It
interesting
would be.
experience.
He seemed like a very interesting person to hang out with. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
Life
agree.
does find
I mean, if you're gonna
He
get stuck on a
would
desert
find a
island,
way.
you might as well like have a good time, right? Like,
Exactly. The stories he'd tell.
You just
Would
wouldn't
be
know
amazing.
what would
just
happen.
discuss the chaos theory.
Okay, so where's your favourite place to hang out in Avakin life?
Well, I quite like that new gallery space.
I wonder why.
I just really find it really relaxing in there.
Yeah.
It's a really nice space.
It is.
There's
Yes.
some good art there.
It's a pretty good spot.
And I guess, you know, very similar topic. What's your favourite Avakin clothing brand?
It was there's this one with a lot of variety. I like Front Row. Yes, it's really good.
Good choice. I really
Front
will,
row is a
will be
solid
really
choice.
happy with that. Yeah. It's
It's just
pretty
got so
good.
much different things, so you just got a lot of stuff on there. So.
There's some really good prints in there actually, so I can see why as an
Speak-
artist you're a fan.
Yeah, speaking of variety, here's a sci-fi one. We haven't looked at any sci-fi stuff yet.
Oh.
But, yeah, this is really cool. I love this.
It is amazing.
Yeah, I think, yeah, like, have you got a story with this one or anything?
I often on my stream, I painted this one on stream as well. Often on my stream, I don't know what I'm gonna paint. I come onto the stream kind of without any preconceptions about what's gonna happen. So I decided, okay, let's paint something sci-fi. I started putting down some shapes, and yeah, it kind of looked kind of like a spaceship, almost like a futuristic racer or car or something. And I looked at some lighting scenarios that I thought were cool and had this kind of cool warm underlight and cool pop light, kind of revealing those forms. The back part of it was inspired by superbikes with the exposed kind of reinforced structure and like the exposed engine and stuff you sometimes get with the panels. But yeah.
Oh, it's
I've just
really good.
linked Joel's Twitch in the
Yeah,
chat,
Twitch,
so feel free to have a look at his.
There's some
Yeah,
save
give me a follow
videos
if
on
you-
there
if you-
as well, then.
Yeah, you can check out the past 2 months of streams if you want to catch up on some. old
Which is
streams, yeah.
definitely worth doing.
And
Definitely
just
worth
me
having a look.
painting.
So I'd imagine that if you obviously play a lot of games
Yar.
and you're inspired by games,
I am, yes.
as you said
I've
earlier.
played a lot of games
So
in my
what are
time.
you currently playing?
Currently playing Sea of Thieves and a little bit of Overwatch.
I do believe you play these with Lockwood Louise, right?
Yeah, quite often. Play some last night actually, just hanging out. Sea of Thieves is pretty cool. It's got some really nice water, adventuring. This one is actually a party themed one.
So, any of these ones? 'Cause I've not loaded all of them.
Yeah, the one on screen now is
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
a little pirate.
Yes.
Kind of coming across some ruins. But yeah, Sea of Thieves is cool. I really enjoy Overwatch. I like playing a lot of first-person games, but I enjoy RPGs as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
good to know. You did actually come and join us for Game Blast back in February, which was
Yeah,
really
we played
cool.
some Overwatch.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I was on there. I got
you
play of the
mentioned
game.
Wee.
Who's your go-to in Overwatch?
I'm a Hanzo main. No. I was playing Orisa though. I like playing some Orisa too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
skilled
getting
for
those
me.
changes. They're nerfing him.
So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of going back to the dragons thing again. Always dragons in here.
Dragons are great.
But what is your favourite mythical creature?
Dragons.
Yep.
Griffins are cool too. What else? There's some like really cool monsters I really like. I do like hydras too. They're kind of a type of dragon.
Ooh, I like
think
Hydra.
there was a painting of the hydra I did at the start of the stream.
Yes, if I just drop that on real quick, you'll be able to see that, guys. There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Those are cool. That's just a dragon with more heads, really.
It's just like an even more terrifying dragon.
Elonce's Bella says she's going to fill all of apartments with all of your artwork.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you. That's such an honour.
Yeah, we've got one more here which we've not looked at yet, which is this one. Oh yeah, it's another sci-fi one. Excellent. I love the green on this. This is ace. The way that the orange contrasts with it, it's really cool. So, yeah. Is this another one that you kind of did in stream when
Yeah, I did this one. When did I do this one? It's been over a year ago now on stream, because I started streaming but then took a bit of a break, then came back on streaming about a year ago. This one is also inspired by kind of super bikes. If you look into some of the armor parts and you look at a super bike, you might see some similarities.
Oh yeah, like the top almost wing. That's like the rear end of a bike, isn't it? Really?
A lot of sci-fi design is taking those visual elements and reconfiguring them in new and interesting ways, because when you look at them, you can, as a viewer, you can see those visual cues, and it starts to make sense to you. It starts to look more realistic because you've got a reference in real life to those visual shapes, and it can really help design. That's why when you see kind of futuristic spaceships in, say, like Alien, a lot of those visual elements are recognizable in like modern vehicles or military vehicles, or space stations.
Totally.
Aircraft as well.
Really cool. Love it. Have you got any more questions, Abby?
Yeah. So these are just a couple of random questions, completely not work related, art related. But what's your favourite season?
I really enjoy fall, autumn. Fall is the American version of autumn, right? Autumn, yeah, it's great. The colours are just really vivid and beautiful.
It's like the start of
it's
like
not
hot
too,
chocolate season.
It's not too warm, it's not too cold, and you get all those awesome kind of autumn leaves. It's really nice.
And like I absolutely love Halloween. So
yes.
I feel like as soon as it gets to like autumn time, I can start getting excited for it.
It's nice because it's not too crazy. You're not getting into that Christmas craze just yet, where all the shops are hitting you with all the kind of promotions, and like the radio's playing all the Christmas songs like 3 months early. But you kind of just, it's a relaxing season between summer and winter. It's nice.
And Easter chocolate is in the stores, and
it's all on sale.
Yeah.
And what do you do with your free time when you're not drawing?
When I'm not painting, play some games. Playing D&D a lot, which is cool. Hang out with friends. Board games are fun.
Ooh, what board games do you like? You're stuck on the desert island. What's the one board game that you're taking?
Forbidden Desert, Forbidden Island. That's like a desert. That's like an island-based one. Port Royale is really great as well, which is like a pirate ship, not trading game, but like a pirate game. It's really fun.
I'm getting the impression you really like pirates.
Pirates seems to be the thing right now. Yeah, they're coming back in. Maybe it's gonna be ninjas next year. Who knows?
Ooh, yeah.
I've got a question for you. What would win? Pirates riding dragons, or ninjas riding giant robots?
Depends how big the robots are.
Oh, they're on the same scale as the dragons.
Okay, so they're like
Yeah.
robot dragons or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Then you've got to worry about shrapnel.
I feel like the ninjas would win. The pirates were probably just drunk, but they do have like the
True.
drunk pirate look, where
Things kind of just seem to go right for them.
yeah. So it'd be a tough battle, but I think the ninjas might just win
Might
it out.
just
They got more training. Yeah. They got the tech if they've got the robots. We got some Power Rangers.
This is a
things.
great answer.
And also, like, I'd imagine that if it's, I mean, are they on or in? Because if it's like a robot, could it be some sort
riding
of
a
almost like
robot?
a ship, or is it just like a?
We've got a Power Rangers
are you
type
mounted
deal?
on it or
Yeah,
not?
we can do a Power Rangers thing, but then
Yeah.
again, the pirates riding the dragons have to have dragon armor as well on the dragon. So just so
That would make
balances
them
out a
harder
little
to
bit.
hit if they've got dragon armor.
Yeah.
This is a really tough question. I'm glad you're
It would
able
be-
to answer it. I don't think I could.
I want to see this film. You know, it would be
Yeah.
one of those like silly films that that makes no sense, but it
You'd
would be
just love it
quite
anyway.
respectful,
It'd still
yeah.
make your top 10.
Yes,
Like the one in the shark in the tornado and things like
Sharknado.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it would make no sense.
I've got a question from the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Elansa wants to know, when painting landscapes, do
Ah.
you work off real photos for inspiration?
Yeah, often that's a really good idea, and sometimes I'll just make it up. Sometimes I will use reference photos. Sometimes I'll do a study where I'm trying to duplicate the photo, or like try and not duplicate it, but get that kind of representation in the painting. But sometimes it's good to look at photos, even if you're painting something similar, even if you're not directly copying it. Like you're painting a tree, just look at some trees to see kind of what kind of details there are. Maybe there's parts of it that you want to include in your painting. Photos are great. Some people think looking or copying photos is cheating, and that's completely untrue. It's really up to the artist. So many artists work off photos and produce just amazing paintings, but you'd never know. Like it's completely what you need to do to do your art. Sometimes you need that reference. It's so difficult to just make things up and just paint from your head. Don't feel like using a photo is cheating at all.
It's the same as a musician finding inspiration in listening to music, well, the music,
created
isn't
by
it?
their artists, yeah.
It's like using sheet music. It's like it's not cheating if you have to read the notes off the page.
Yeah,
No.
you've still done it.
You're still doing it. You're still doing it.
Cool.
I think, are there any more questions? I believe we're almost out of time anyway. Okay. Yeah, well, thanks for that, Joel. That was
It's
really
been
cool.
really fun, yeah.
Yeah. I think,
Great questions.
yeah, there's some good ones. If you are a Twitch user, if you're not a Twitch user, head over to Joel's stream. When do you stream again?
I do painting streams 7 p.m. GMT. I guess we're in BST right now, which is summertime.
Yeah.
But I start around 7 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays on twitch.tv/Vorsp, VORSP. But yeah, you can catch me there live. And if you want to ask me painting questions, if you're getting started drawing or painting yourself, if you want to become a concept artist or illustrator, come hang out. We can chat and give you some tips. Or we can just hang out and watch me paint. Great to have you.
Cool. You also have an Instagram. I believe that's @Vorsp.
Yes,
Yeah.
@Vorsp, and I've got a Twitter as well, which is @PiguArt.
Excellent. A lot of our users use Instagram. We don't actually have that many Twitter users, but with regards to your Instagram, that's VORSP. If you want to follow Joel, keep up to date.
Jesse
with
has just popped the link.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I've just posted a bunch of art on there, so give me a follow. It'd be really cool to have you. If you want to see more of my arts.
Excellent. One thing I do need to mention before we go, just to let you know that animation sets, a new feature with 1.2.0, I believe that's the right update, the one that's just been released. It's currently on Google Play and Amazon, coming to iOS very soon if not already. You can get these things called animation sets. What they actually do is they change your style. So if you're walking, your walk is different, you stand differently, when you're sitting down it's different. As you can see, I'm posed in one of the new sitting poses. You can also lie down in a different way. So you guys have been asking for this for quite some time now. We introduced it on Friday, I believe. So they are now available. I believe both both animation sets are $4.999 each.
Yep.
But you do get quite a lot for that. You get 5 animations. So
cool.
remember to go out and check them out. Thanks to everyone that joined us today. The video of this event will remain on our YouTube page after we finish today, so if you have any friends that missed it, please feel free to share it with them. Also remember to follow us on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, VK and Twitter. That kind of covers everything. If you've got any cool suggestions, leave them on the forums at avakin.com and the team will happily take a look. Many thanks to our special guest today at Vorsp, Joel Pigu.
Yeah,
and
it's been awesome being on.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's good to have a special guest from outside of the company.
Yeah.
We feel very honoured.
Yeah, we do. Thanks to Jesse, thanks to Abby, and thanks for the new guy Lockwood Sam sat in the background. And, and we will see you on our next stream, which is this Wednesday.
Well, damn.
This Wednesday. At 3 p.m. BST.
It's going to be a good one.
It
It's
will.
really exciting. I'm absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, see you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.